Hello, my loves, and welcome back. So, in this video, I thought I would share a bit of a personal story, a bit of an insight into my day-to-day, because I don't do it very often. I'm a very private person, but I feel it's important for you to know the person, the human behind Naturally Cats, and for you to realise that I am a human behind Naturally Cats. So I wanted to share with you what I do when life gets tough, when you hope and wish that things will go a certain way and they don't. How do you deal with that? Because our cats can sense and feel it. They can sense and feel our energy. I actually think almost before we're even cognizant of it. So our frequency and vibration changes, and they can sense and feel that. And I swear to goodness, particularly my boy Leo, he knows my energy before I even do. So I'll go to put his collar on and he'll run away from me. And then I realize how I'm feeling and what's going on. It's incredible. Cats are sentient, sensitive beings. And I think it's important for us as their guardians to recognize that we play a huge role in their health and well-being day to day. And I don't just mean what we feed them or the supplements that we're giving them or the environment enrichment that we provide. I mean in terms of what we do for ourselves. And I know not every cat guardian is ready, willing, or able to look at themselves, but I do find that it's important for us if we can. So I thought I'd share with you something that's happened recently, which was a huge blow for me. I invested in something in the business and it didn't go as planned. And it was a real shock, a real surprise, and it kind of knocked the wind out of me. Now, I'm somebody who believes in continuous improvement. I'm a recovering perfectionist. So I am someone that is always like, do it better, do it again, do it better, do it again, do it better. Like, I'm always learning. I'm learning about myself. I'm learning about my boys. I'm learning about life. I am someone who is always open to more knowledge, more wisdom, more evolution. So when this thing happened, like, it knocked the wind out of me and I really didn't know what to do. It's made me question and doubt everything about myself, about the business, about my mission, like everything. And that in itself has been a huge surprise. So I wanted to ask you, what do you do when life gives you a curveball? When you're hoping and wishing that something will be a certain way or that it will work out a certain way or go a certain way and it doesn't, what do you do? Now, in the Become a Solid Cat Guardian community, I'll never forget one of the participants, Emma. This was a year or so ago now, and one of her cats was really poorly again. She was having a really tough time, and she posted in our community and said, like, that's it, I'm done. She said, I'm giving myself 2 days to wallow, and then I'll deal with it. And I have to say, that has really stuck with me, because in SLG, Become a Solid Cat Guardian program, we talk about not having a victim mindset. Now, a victim mindset is when you're like, oh my God, everything's happening to me. I've got no control over this. I can't do anything. The world's out to get me. Why is it always me? Woe is me. Excuse me. And I've worked really hard over the years and from my ex-husband to not have that energy, like, of myself, in my home, in my business. But I have to say, I don't know about you, but there are times when it's tough. Like, it's tough to not sit there and think, why the hell didn't this go the way I wanted to? What did I do wrong? Why isn't this the way I want things to be? And to not kind of just feel fed up. And I wanted to say that, like, it's okay. It's okay if you're having a tough time to not know which way to go. It's okay if you're struggling and to not know what to do to move yourself forward or to shift yourself out of it. I hear people talk about, positive and negative emotions, like, negative emotions like anger and fear, and being, high vibe and positive emotions. Well, again, in SLG, we don't talk about emotions that way. It's not positive and negative, because in my experience and in my opinion, every single emotion is valid. Yes, some feel shitty. Yes, some feel great, and others are in between. But every emotion that you have, that I have, that we have, is valid. It's valid because it's ours. It's valid because we're feeling it. So whatever you're feeling right now, it's okay. And I'd love for you to come into the comments and share with me, like, how this video is resonating with you, how my words are resonating with you, or what emotion you're feeling right now. I love to hear from the Naturally Cats community. I believe that our emotions are the key to our connection with our cats. Because if we're not facing them, if we're not feeling them, if we're not working with them, we're shut down, and we're in a state of anxiety, and we're constantly and perpetually worried about our cats, and that doesn't help any of us. So what do you do when life kind of throws you a curveball and it doesn't go how you wanted it to? So for me, it varies. It depends how big the ball is, to be quite honest. This last one was a bit of like, I'm talking like basketball size. It was huge. I'm still working through it now, to be quite honest with you. So what did I do? Excuse me. I had a bit of a meltdown. I FaceTimed my sister, having a snotty cry and saying to her, like, I don't know what to do next. I don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to figure this out. Like, I don't know. And you know what she said to me? And that's okay, which made me cry even more, because the head part of me was like, no, you need to figure it out. You need to get it, make this, make it change. You need to change this, take a step forward, do action, do something. My head's like, fix it. And yet my heart was broken. And you can't, how do you deal with that? When your head is like, take action, go. And your heart is like, I just can't do anything. I just can't right now. I'm hurting, I'm broken, I'm sore. How do you deal with that? One day at a time, 1 hour at a time. So my dad also said to me once, how do you eat an elephant? Not great for a vegan, but at the time. And basically the premise was, one chunk at a time. And it's the same for this, my love. So if life is tough for you right now, or life has thrown you either a curveball or a bag of balls, just try to break it down and deal with one thing at a time. So what I did is I took a few days. I stepped away from the business. I stepped away from like kind of day-to-day stuff and just tried to recalibrate. I didn't take 2 days to sit in victim mode. I took, say, 3 days to just be, to not think too much, to not worry too much, to not stress too much, to not feel too much. I zoned out on my box set one day, and that was just heaven. Just watching my box set, not thinking about what I've got to do in the business or how can I take this thing forward or what do I do next. Another day, I just sat in the sun with lovely weather with my book. And at one point, I didn't even want to read. I just wanted to lie there and just rest. So honor yourself. Honoring yourself looks different in different people, different ways. Like I said, eating ice cream and crisps, watching my box set, heaven. Being out in the garden and having a lovely salad, heaven. So please know that whatever it is that you think that you need it. And if you can't give that to yourself, is there a way that you can find a little bit of that? Maybe an hour, maybe shift a plan or two. Maybe shift a plan or two. Because when life gets tough, we get to choose. And that's the bit that I continue to remind myself and the participants in SLG, is that we get to choose. You get to choose whether you stay in victim mode and stay in woe is me. You get to choose if you stay in a paralyzed state, I don't know what to do. You get to choose if you want to take action. I can't do a whole day, so I'll do an hour, whatever it may be. And in that moment, recognizing that you get to choose is where you hold on to your sovereignty and to your power. You may not have the whole problem worked out. You may not have the whole solution ready to go. But if you can just take a moment and recognize, like, I get to choose. And in this next hour, in this next half hour, in this next day, I choose this. Even if it's a tiny fairy baby step, it's still a step. And if you need to just stand still for a moment, that's okay too. So I've done a bit of a mixture. I've spent some time with family. I've spent some time by myself. I've taken action. I've also rested. And I'm still not through the rest of it yet. But I do know that I get to choose. And I'm going to continue to choose me in whichever way that looks like. If that means logging on and doing an hour's work because that helps me feel better, I'll do that. If it means going out for a walk somewhere for half an hour, I'll do that. So know, my love, that you are worthy and deserving of honoring and meeting your needs. And if life throws you a curveball, it's okay to pause and to catch your breath and to recalibrate and see what energy you've got for your next step. So I hope that this has helped someone somewhere out there in the big wide world. Thank you for watching. I'm going to pop a link below for our community, our cat lovers community called the Soul Space. So there are people in there who love energy, like me, who love cats, like me, and who want to be in a space where we can all come together. It's completely free to join, and we have a variety of posts. It's like a Facebook group, but not on Facebook. So I'd love for you to come and join us. I look forward to seeing you in there, and thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.